Before we start today's episode of the Kingz Lounge, do me a favor. Go over to the Kingz Lounge page. You're going to scroll. You're going to hit subscribe. And once you hit subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell. Always hit all. And once again, thank you for your support of the Kingz Lounge. Now let's get into the show. King Talk.
Welcome back to the Kingz Lounge. I am your host, Booker, a.k.a. The Broker.
This is your boy, Lil Ron.
It's your boy T. Carter, Mr. Exclusive.
1993.
Hold on, Papa. Hold on, wait.
Had to steal your punchline.
Okay,
man.
well, hold on. First off,
Yeah.
before we even start, I don't mind you using 1993.
Well, kickz&trickz. Shout out kickz&trickz, man. Make sure y'all watch the show, man.
But before I even start that, since you said 1993,
Yes, sir.
you know what the first thing come to my mind
What's that?
before we even start this?
What's that?
We doing the show. Everybody up here is ready to go. But you coming on the show looking like Martin on the episode with that dog. You looking like Martin with the little dog.
Somebody stole their Walkman.
You know what this is? This is pressure. That's what this is.
Somebody stole,
yes,
somebody
sir.
stole their Walkman.
but you know what I think about it? Since you said 1993, what's the
reason-
first thing come to your mind?
Well, the beginning of UFC.
But you know what's coming to my mind in 1993?
What's
Since
that?
you threw it out there.
What's that?
Man, you know Arlene Partner? Menace to Society, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know he giving up the king.
Yeah, he
Come
did.
on, man.
Yeah, he did do that. Yeah, he did. And Kane beat him like he stole something. Yeah, but matter of fact, that's a scuffling moment. UFC. You know, I heard that UFC got a lot of their background from Bruce Lee.
That's true.
Bruce Lee. You know, Bruce Lee was the first one who did MMA, which is judo, karate, you know, all that good stuff. Boxing. Bruce Lee.
You know, speaking of Bruce Lee, I'm going to say this for another conversation, but it's a lost footage out there right now
Right.
of a guy that was able to infiltrate Bruce Lee and his martial arts, and he was black. I'm not lying. I saw the video.
I've heard that.
It's a proven fact.
Kato, pull that up for him.
No. You know, it's actually a footage. It's a black dude, man. They have the actual video footage. Yeah, it's true. I saw it. I mean,
You know, UFC wasn't that big. Shout out to Dana White. Dana White knocked down a lot of boundaries for UFC. You know, when I saw UFC, I was just a kid. I was thinking about Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz. But my favorite UFC fighter, personally, Mr. Conor McGregor, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
My boy.
Hey, Conor
Yeah.
McGregor was a bad boy.
My boy,
Yeah,
man.
he had a nice
Shout out
character.
Conor McGregor, man. We would love to have you on the show, man.
It was a nice character.
Yeah, yes, sir. You know, he got that from Mayweather.
He
You know,
kept you entertained.
got that from Mayweather.
Well, you know, when I think of UFC, the first person that comes to my mind is, and this is, you may not know about this, Kim Shamrock. Remember the guy from the WWE?
Shamrock,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He used to beat himself up. And, yeah, I'm not lying. He used to
Like beat his
himself-
chest, beat his face,
No,
what?
beat his face. Hit himself in the face and stuff. Kim Shamrock was good. And you know, Brock Lesnar later on went over to
To
do it.
UFC, but he didn't make it.
Well, he didn't. Well, he won a title. I think he won a title one time. I think he.
Yeah, that's just like, take it back to R.I.P. Kimbo Slice.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of Kimbo,
Yeah.
that guy, I have to admire him. He started thinking Miami, Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Miami.
he is.
And he was just going from
Backyard
hood
to
to
hood,
hood,
knocking people out.
Bad, bad knuckle.
Yeah. Bad
And
knuckle.
well, people don't understand street fighting and ring fighting is two different
Different
things.
things. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, especially
Yeah.
when you get to the UFC and MMA, all that.
Yeah.
It's not just throwing hands.
Yeah.
I think they cheated him though because he was supposed to actually fight Kim Shamrock, and they actually end up throwing another guy on the ticket,
Right.
and they end up taking him out. I think that was like unfair.
Well, I was thinking about Rampage Jackson too.
Right,
Rampage was a boy until Johnny Bone Jones, baby.
Hey, well,
Johnny Bone Jones.
Hey,
man.
well, you know, I like Rampage, especially when he did that appearance in the A-Team.
Oh,
I'm a Mr. T fan.
Yeah.
So Rampage, he was in the A-Team movie. He did a good job.
yeah.
He did a nice job.
Yeah, but what about these up and coming UFC fighters? Israel Adesanya, undefeated.
Yeah, he undefeated.
Like-
Man, that boy nice.
Yes, sir. Like Khabib Nurmagomedov. undefeated. You know what I'm saying?
Well, a lot of them always start off undefeated, but when they get a taste of that fame and their head get big, and before you know it,
Well, Khabib retired undefeated.
Yeah, it's a bunch of them. What's the old brother name? He lost one fight. I'm trying to think of his name, man. God damn.
what I'm waiting for is the undisputed person, the Mayweather version in UFC, somebody that can go through and get 50-0 and be undefeated without losing their title.
Well, I don't see that happening. Speaking of Mayweather, you know Mayweather had a agreement to fight Khabib Nurmagomedov, but Dana White, Khabib, he didn't want to do it.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to get in the ring with him either.
Yeah, but he wanted to get. I think they wanted him to come over to the octagon. Which, what y'all think about that being two different things?
Now you can't. That's like him both slice.
Yeah.
You got to remember, you take Conor McGregor and you put him in the ring with Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
He's not designed to be no fighter. He ain't designed.
Yeah.
That's like putting Mayweather in the ring with Mike Tyson. What do you think is gonna happen to him?
Mike Tyson's
a heavyweight. So two
Yeah.
different weight class. So
Right.
and they're trained to walk around with their feet out.
Yeah.
Like they jumping from the tree like Blanca. Now I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah.
It's a different ball game.
Yeah,
You go from boxing to a sport where you can use your knees, your
Elbows,
your
your
feet,
feet, yeah.
everything.
It's like putting LeBron James with the Los Angeles Rams. They'll bust him up.
No,
Oh,
negative.
well, you got to
LeBron
go
was
back.
great. You see you going back.
LeBron played wide receiver
Yeah.
in school.
And actually, he was a player receiver, and he was actually great.
Yeah, he was great. He could've-
Well,
All American.
Well, if he good, tell the boy to go to the NFL.
It's
Prove
too
me
late.
wrong.
It's too late for that.
I
Well,
forgot his age, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, he's doing better than Mike, but that's for another conversation.
Oh,
what we on right now is UFC. Do
Okay.
you think that Bruce Lee would have came to UFC and dominated?
Did you watch Enter the Dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the answer to your question.
yeah.
Did you watch Flight Club?
No, I have never seen Fight Club.
You never seen Fight Club?
No, sir.
You got to think about it, though. You put Bruce Lee in that type of environment, he going to dominate.
Right.
Because he's disciplined.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What about Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris can be beat. He going to dominate for a little bit, but he
will.
He can be beat.
Well, you got to remember, he is a Texas Ranger.
Yeah. Lone Star State.
Yeah. No, don't get it twisted. I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he kicked Bruce Lee in the chest.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee said it actually hurt him. For real. No BS. He said it hurt him.
Well, I would if I got kicked in the chest and I was 7 foot, knock all the wind out your chest. Man, come on now. Of course.
What size shoe he wear? Like a 25?
It must be a 30. Put him on a 30. Look at them feet.
I tell you this, Bruce Lee was ahead of his time
Yes, sir.
and one of a kind.
Yes, sir.
So
Nobody like Bruce, man.
what was nobody? But I'll tell you somebody else that was good too. When they based that story on Frank Dukes,
Right.
that was actually a true story. That dude really did do that.
Really?
Yeah, that is a proven fact. With Jean-Claude Van Damme in that movie,
Yeah.
it's a guy that actually played that role. That person of that movie, that wasn't that was real.
You
Dude.
talking about Bloodsport?
Man, that was real.
Boy,
Yeah, man, I love Bloodsport. My mom, shout out to my mom. I love you, baby. She loved Van Damme, whatever. his name is.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, there you go. That's the name. Old school player.
You,
Yeah.
you think about it. Bloodsport came out before. So where do you think that your guy get that idea from?
True. Yeah, he had a lot of different things that they want to change about the UFC. But shout out to Conor McGregor again because he changed the gate, how much they got paid. And then, it's a brutal sport, man. You know, every time
People
you step
die.
in, people die.
People have died.
So,
They got
shout out to them.
Clover ears now.
Oh, yeah, man. All their ears are like
All
that.
they got the clover ears.
Every time I see them, I say, oh, he fight UFC. Look at his ear.
Wow.
Yeah. And shout out to Mr. Kato, the man behind the magic. He loves UFC.
I had his coach on my show, and he was telling me about the guy Rodriguez that he actually trained with, and I'm waiting for him to actually bring him onto my show. And he was telling me about the Muay Thai and the importance of the Muay Thai stuff.
Yeah.
So, and those guys, they do some real good beat 'em up stuff.
Kato certified, huh?
Well, he's certified. I mean, I'm matter of fact, we need to get a episode where I can go to the gym and I can bust you up, Booker. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So we go in there.
I'm paying money to see that.
Yeah, you don't want to come out like Luke Kane trying to fly and kick me.
No.
Yeah, I'm just going to Hulk slam you.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
I'm paying money to see that.
I mean, I mean, I think I got a good move.
Yeah.
We need to make that. We need to go to that gym so you can. Do you know how to hit the bag?
yes, sir.
No, I ain't talking
Yes,
about just
sir.
to get the bag.
I got a little something.
So what
I
you
got a little
did-
something from the South.
Now what you just did? You just stole a Jim Kelly. You see, you see his head? You just asked a Jim Kelly.
Yeah, well, you know, a lot of it is just movement from the waist and from the shoulders, baby. When you're nasty from the waist to the shoulders, you can do anything.
Man, you've been watching too much Mayweather.
Natural born athlete.
Too much Mayweather.
Well, you know, I'm guilty as charged. Yeah, I love Mayweather, but like I was just telling you guys, you know, to do that sport is very hard. You can play a lot of sports, but you can't play fighting. I don't.
Fighting is real deal. Because
real deal.
All it takes is one hit.
One blow.
I don't care how big you are.
Yeah.
One blow.
Yes,
Can
sir.
take you out.
He can take you out.
Take you out at any point in time of the fight.
You can get a nice little kick around on the side of the leg.
Yeah.
That nerve.
Yeah.
Shut your whole body down.
I saw that. They're trained to kick you in the proper place of your kidney or your liver. They're trained to hit you in those spots.
It's a place you kick in the leg. I think it's the sciatic nerve. That'll shut your whole nervous system down, and you freeze up.
Speaking of which, I watched that on Power today. The guy kicked him right in, and he said, "That's your brain telling your leg to shut down and stop."
You can't do nothing.
So would that be classified as actually cheating if you know which one to hit?
That's pressure point.
Yeah, certain things you can't do. You can't do. You know, you can't like intentionally kick somebody in the knee to break their leg and break their arm. You can't.
So if you do, you automatically get kicked out.
Yeah, it's automatic.
It's automatic.
Is it like a felony charge, or they don't do that?
Yeah, I know they fine you. I know. Speaking of which, I seen Conor McGregor and Khabib have real beef. He took a chair and threw it against the bus and broke the bus, and he actually went to jail for that.
Oh, Conor McGregor did.
Yeah, he actually went to jail for that.
The thug.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
No, I'm just saying because it's like that's what the thugs do.
But you gotta realize too, though, after a period of time in that type of sport,
Right.
you gonna generate animosity
With people.
You can only put up with so much before it gets to the point like, okay.
Well, you know, one thing I do like about
Rumble.
one thing I like about Conor McGregor, he's a good marketing guy.
Oh yeah, very, very great.
Yeah, you just
Very
to
great.
Enticipate a person.
He's entertaining.
He's
Yeah.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Just to get the fight built up.
You hear about him fight, you like, well, you might lose, but it's gonna be a fun fight.
Speaking of sports entertainer, you know, you never brought this up, but that was real fly of them to turn back around and take The Rock and have him at the beginning of the Super Bowl talking with the mic.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, man. Well, you know,
That's the Rock.
yeah,
man.
man.
That was The Rock, man.
A man of many talents.
Man,
That's
that's Mr.
The Brahma Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you know, I am a bull myself.
Yeah, me too.
He's a mini bull.
Yeah.
but so who you looking at actually being the next champion coming up in UFC?
Well, he's already a champion, Israel Adesanya, but I think that he's going to fall in the footsteps of Conor McGregor to be the two-time champ. I think so, because Conor McGregor was the first to hold two belts and two different weight classes. So I think Israel Adesanya. I know Johnny Bones Jones. A lot of people don't like him because he gets in trouble off.
He has too much problems, man.
But
and
man,
that's
when
what
he's
messes his career.
but when he's in there,
But you can't mix business with pleasure, man.
true,
You can't do that, man.
But
He has to
he
determine.
has yet to be beaten.
But I understand that.
He has a 1-0 contest or something like that.
Outside the ring,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of people down.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. It does.
Can you imagine Mike Tyson punching somebody because they made him mad? You know how many times Tyson had the whole... Matter of fact, it was a fight with Mike Tyson. Remember the guy with the Jerry curl? They was talking all that noise with Mike Tyson, say he wanted to beat him so bad,
Yeah.
and try to turn Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson got in the ring and took him out quick.
That's
Yeah,
just
took him
like,
out.
like now when you get ready to do the weigh-ins.
Mm-hmm.
The weigh-ins getting just a little too serious now.
Yeah, they don't be playing no more like they used to.
Disrespecting people's wives.
And they mamas and stuff.
See, now I'm going to lose my money right then.
Yeah, I'm saying it's going too far, man.
Yeah.
I'm taking the class out of sportsmanship.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you see you holding your composure, like being face to face with somebody, being on a weight class, and somebody saying something about your mom or
Not
saying something like that?
No, you know, I just think I take the more literal approach. I disrespect you, I might spit on you. You know, that's just me.
See, when it comes to that, there's somebody spit on me.
See what I'm saying? See?
It's a done deal.
So you don't do certain lines you don't cross. You
Gotcha.
keep it professional.
Keep it till you get to the ring.
Yeah, you can talk about me all day long.
Should
but
they be fined for that?
yes,
they should be
I really agree. They should be fined. You shouldn't do something like that. I think that just questions a man's integrity.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
You know, you can trash talk, but trash talk me.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm the one you fighting. Don't
Yes, sir.
bring my mama and my
Yeah.
kids
Yeah.
and my wife.
Speaking of which, did y'all see the one with Shane Mosley and he was fighting the guy and the guy grabbed his wife behind?
Red, white behind.
Oh man.
Yeah, at the weigh-in.
At the weigh-in.
He grabbed it right behind. And they started about to brawl at the way in.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying. They taking it too far.
Yes.
Did he get charged with sexual harassment for doing that, or are they just
They didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I don't think they
They
did
just
anything.
separated the parties, and then the fight happened that day, but it's too much.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, book. We already got everything we went over. You gonna take us home today, or you need somebody else to take us home?
Well, I'm gonna let you guys take us home.
Take us home, Ron.
Why do I have to be the person to take you home?
Well, cause you know, hey man, take us home.
You got your money?
Don't leave the fans waiting.
Hey, you got your money for your Uber?
No, I ride Buick, sir.
You ride Buick?
Yes, sir. And I can start mine from right here.
From your palm of your hand?
Yeah, from my phone.
Okay, I got you. Well, thank you guys for choosing the Kingz Lounge. This is your boy, Lil Ron.
This is your boy Booker.
T. Kato.
Until next time, we out.